Hi, my name is Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to review my pitch deck review and rewriting service. So this gives you an opportunity to get your pitch deck fixed before you send it out to investors. Just a bit of information about myself. I'm a fundraising strategist with 15 years of experience in high-end real estate sales and marketing, spanning Canada, Dubai, and the Caribbean. And over the past 2 years on Fiverr, I've assisted over 200 clients with startup fundraising, pitch deck refinement, investor outreach strategies, and custom investor databases. In addition, I am an advisor to a New York-based investment company affiliated with a $60 billion fund. The fund focuses on various sectors, particularly income-producing real estate, with capital requirements for projects typically ranging from $10 million to $20 million. These projects are selective based on their cash flow and growth potential, and you get more information about my services by clicking my Fiverr profile below. So this video highlights how I assist clients on Fiverr with pitch deck reviews and pitch deck rewriting services. I receive hundreds of pitch decks every single month, and 80% of them are not suitable to be sent out to investors. So let's take a look at the difference between a pitch deck review and a pitch deck rewrite. Starting with pitch deck reviews. So who is this service designed for? This service is tailored for founders who have already created a pitch deck and seek additional perspective to assess its investor readiness, and that's where I come up with that 80%. And 80% is pretty close to an industry average to what even a venture capital firm will receive from a investor. Surprisingly, they will receive pitch decks in that 80% range that are not suitable. So my goal is to help founders catch that before they send it out, because once you've sent it out, you're never going to get a second chance. So what is covered? So the service encompasses a thorough page-by-page review, typically delivered through video commentary and hard copy feedback. So if you ask me to do a pitch deck review, many times I'll do a video version, and you'll get the hard copy as well, so you know what you can change. And this review highlights specific areas that may require revisions for optimal impact. How long is the turnaround time? Typically, I can complete these reviews in less than 24 hours, ensuring a swift but comprehensive evaluation. So the faster you get it to me, after the initial contact, the faster I get it back to you. So what is needed from you? To initiate the process, reach out to me first. Please reach out to me first. I've had people go to my Fiverr profile and order a pitch deck review, and that starts the clock ticking on the actual time I have to get it done, based on Fiverr's requirements. And then 8 hours later, I'll have to remind them, hey, you didn't send me a pitch deck. And secondly, I need to see your pitch deck, because you may be one of the lucky ones in that 20% area that do not need any help. And it's true, I do get about 20% of the people that send me pitch decks, I come back and say, listen, your deck is great, it's perfect, you don't need to change. Or I might only have one or two things that I suggest, and I'm not going to charge you for that. It's something really simple. But please do not order it without sending me your pitch deck. And in order for me to review your pitch deck, it needs to be in PPTX or the PowerPoint version. I do not do pitch deck reviews for people who send me the PDFs. What is a pitch deck rewriting service? So this is the next step up. Who is it designed for? This is meticulously crafted for founders who have not already created a pitch deck. I can rewrite your pitch deck based on your business plan. So basically it's the same thing. I need to see your business plan in Word document, and I need to see it before you order this, because this is a very specialized service. It takes a little more time. So again, this is perfect. Now if you have a pitch deck that is your first draft or maybe your second draft, and you're not quite sure where it's going, I can do the rewrite off of that. Again, that's why you need to communicate with me first. So what is covered? So a pitch deck rewrite involves a complete rewriting of a pitch deck content, but images and graphics are not included. And I'm going to cover this off a little bit later on in the video, because some people get confused about pitch decks and think that the images and graphics are the most important things. They're not, and this is where people get usually what ends up costing them more money in the long run. So how long is the turnaround time? Again, I can usually turn this around in less than 24 hours, and this ensures a swift but thorough assessment, allowing founders to expedite the refinement process. What I've found, and I've recently ran into a client who needed a pitch deck tomorrow, or not a pitch deck, but basically they need a refined copy, and I was able to help them out for that, but they were great by sending me their version in the format I needed. And again, what is needed by you to get started, simply reach out to me with your existing pitch deck or your business plan, and after I review the contact, I'll promptly communicate whether I can provide valuable assistance to refining it. I will not do a pitch deck rewrite or a pitch deck review if you don't need it. That's not part of how I help clients, and you're going to find lots of people on Fiverr that will say, yeah, I'll do that for you. You may not need it, but you're gonna get them to do it anyway. I don't need to do that for clients. I've got a large clientele service that I've already booked up for a couple of years here. So let's take a look now at the costs of both of these services. And keep in mind, is I develop these services with the aim of assisting you in crafting the ideal pitch deck, perfectly tailored for presentation to potential investors. And that's really, really key here. So number one, the pitch deck review on the left-hand side, that's a $40 service. And again, it's exactly what was mentioned in the earlier slide as I'm going to go through it. Slide by slide, I'm going to touch up and give you credible feedback on what you need to fix on each of the key points. And the second service is on the right, and that's the complete rewrite of your startup pitch deck. And that means that I'm going to rewrite the copy again, just the copy, not the graphics, not charts, anything like that. And this is just to get you from your business plan to your pitch deck. A little bit of inside knowledge when it comes to the pitch deck industry. It's a massive, massive industry. And unfortunately, a lot of people get abused by contacting companies, and even some people on Fiverr that will say, hey, I'll create your pitch deck for you, and they'll charge $300, $400, $500, $600 to create a pitch deck. I do not know of anybody that needs to spend that kind of money unless it's really a technical deck. 90% of them aren't that technical. And what happens is a lot of the people get wrapped up in paying for the images and the great looks. A simple pitch deck involves the content first. That is where the talent is. The real talent is creating the copy. The rest of it, the images, the graphics, all that sort of stuff, that can be done by anybody that has a grade 12 computer graphics course. That's not what you should be paying for. You should be paying for the talent of people who know how to actually put your information on a pitch deck in a way that is suitable for venture capital, contact, angel groups, angel investors. So don't get fooled by thinking that you need to pay that kind of money. I get the majority of the pitch deck reviews that I do are from people who have already spent $500 or $600. Believe it or not. And then when I have to go back to them and say, listen, the person that created your pitch deck is really great at graphics, but they know nothing about how your business should be communicated to investors. That's the real difference between these two particular services. If you have me rewrite your pitch deck, you will not have to pay somebody $500 or $600 to put the graphics beside it. So just keep that in mind. For more information on my databases and fundraising services, click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.